Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off here to a glorious and wondrous 1v1 here on Amilly Fields in the north. It is IncaUna fighting for the Oberkommando West, Germany, Deutschland, here with the 9th Panzer Division, 3rd Panzergrenadier Company here with Grand Offensive, Firestorm, and Elite Armored. And double infantry, Panther 4 Bloods in the south. It is Tonkatsu fighting for America, Freedom, Democracy. Here with the 4th Armored Division, 2nd Company, Recon support here with Raid Tactics, INR Pathfinders, airdrop combat groups, M8 Greyhounds, and M83 cluster bombs with triple infantry. We got a double full going to start. This is double Pathfinder start here for Tonkatsu. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my page supporters. Without them, this episode and so many others would not be possible. Consider joining the ranks by pledging on Patreon or donating by PayPal. Links are in the video description. Also, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Ensure that the videos reach as many people as possible because YouTube algorithms are weird like that. So we're off to the races here. We got racers heading eastwards. We got Ralph Gordon heading westwards. Sturmpioniere, Volksgrenadier also on the west here, going for the fuel point there, securing it swiftly. Troops heading westwards as well here, so fairly broad approach here from Tonkatsu. Looking to pressure his opponent, but also he's probably like scout out the overall situation there as to what IncaUna might be up to. Got those Pathfinders of the movement here. We got another Ralph squad there for Tonkatsu. Full system bringing on the victory point on the west. Don't note he is sending the Volksgrenadiers first here, allowing them to draw fine there. Goes skirmish and first shots finding the centre here. Ralph Squad here, caught by the Volksgrenadiers, narrow getting to heavy cover in time of that set. Sturmpioneers, all Volksgrenadiers could actually flank up behind them, do some damage here. We got the Volksgrenadiers, the Pathfinders here. Could go either way. That's typically in one-on-one engagement range. The Pathfinders due to the marksman rifle. On this case, rifles, but in this case, rifle. Typically hands to the advantage, no backs off. Ralph Squad not being caught in both sides as Incuna closes in here on the Ralph Squad, catching Tonkatsu there exposed and is thus definitely punished. Tank tops and these going up for the sandbags here. Sturmpionier looks like a flank up behind here. We got the 3rd Volksgrenadier squad out here for IncaUna. Ralph squad catching the Sturmpionier there. Also worth noting tank traps and barbed wire here, there and there. Setting up a series of strong points, at least defensive points, as him can fight and defend his territory from. Thumbs up there by him, and there goes Sturmpionier caught in a crossfire there. Forced to retreat on the west side here. Pathfinders, Volksgrenadiers a bit of a standoff there with a 4th Volksgrenadier squad on the way for IncaUna. Lieutenant on the way there for Tonkatsu. Trot on the way there for IncaUna. 4th Volksgrenadier squad down there, and there we go. Schwerer Wehrmachtschlepper on the way for IncaUna. Bit of lighter skirmishing there. Sees in the centre here. Northern points set out. From. So far, though, Tonkatsu is advancing steadily in. IncaUna is seemingly waiting here for the right time to strike back against Tonkatsu, having overextended here, and there we go, pushing to the catch in the rear. So we're definitely not equipped for dealing with 2 Volksgrenadier squads there. Quick retreat here as he realizes that is pretty much in the game out of his hands. Lieutenant out there. Mechanized command post up, and there you go, more skirmishing here. Ralph squad being bled out by the other 2 Volksgrenadier squads here. And we still got the Sturmpioneers base sort of actually gets a reserve / rates force here, somehow tying together the centres. These 2 forces up the east and west sides. That set up a big push from Tonkatsu to the centre. Quick throw off IncaUna here, so a bit risky. Battle headquarters up here. So far, fairly standard build from both sides. That's it. Tonkatsu with Recon support could also end up going for captains, then rely on the doctrine for whatever elements he might need and calling some Greyhounds instead of vehicles. Some players do that when they do go for the commander, but we'll have to see. I mean, obviously, if going for this probably indicates he's not going for that, but it could be consideration if he hadn't. Pathfinders here, surrounded, pushed back here. Other squad moving up here. Sandbags there. We can see there IncaUna with his 3 pushes there is over pushed back, and we do get an M20 rushed out to push back the Germans swiftly. Battle headquarters up, and getting that mechanized command post up. Probably going to be a flak half tech soon. Tonkatsu on the right flank here, passing through the eastern fields here. Sturmpionier popping into the shed there. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe a misclick there from IncaUna. In the center, though, he's being overwhelmed as Tonkatsu and the 4th Armored Division strikes with the full might here against the Germans. The full support, there we go, Brandhandgun off, but it's just not enough. The Germans might end up just risking wipes here now. They stick around for too long. We got more troops arriving. The Sturmpanzer being absolutely focused on here. Tonkatsu wants the wipe. He wants those goddamn Nazis deader than disco. There we go, full wipe there. Punishing Incuna for second round there. Full skirmishes are being upgraded, but that's definitely painful there for Incuna. We'll need to replace it, but he's so close to the flak half track. We'll probably go for that first. There we go. Good strike there by Tonkatsu against Incuna. In the west, we got the Volksgrenadier backing up. There we go. M20 in the movement, adding the armored skirts on it. Very good as well here. Volksgrenadier's rifle squad there, going straight for the card point. Tonkatsu looking to cut the German supply lines. A sharp move there. Back here. Flak half tack halfway done. Trip reinforcing. M20 racing forwards. Will be interesting to see if he lays down any mines. Rifle squad, they're close to being wiped out. And Tonkatsu not only goes for the M20, he also follows up with the Stuart light tank. And also going for the Greyhound, which is basically, you know, what the M20 is to the cars, just without the turret. In fact, it was an Italian Common Allied maneuver, West Allied, that is, to just remove the turret vehicle or turn into something else that way. The British in particular were quite keen on it. There you go, folks, pushing against the M20 utility car. You've got 2 kills on it. Flak half tank forward to the 251-17. Pursuit keeps up here. He's still looking at the Volksgrenadier. Moving up the west side with the Pathfinder. Stuart light tank almost done. We'll need those Sturmpanzer soon, I think, here for Incuna. Then again, he's also going to need a Raketenwerfer. You can, of course, equip the Sturmpanzers with a Panzerschreck, but that's not going to help much against the Stuart much. No mines yet here for Tonkatsu, or any sort of other use of the munitions he's got sort of floating about. So we're here punching large holes into the M20. There we got the Pathfinder around the western victory point here. We got 478 to 417. M20 moving towards the center. Street joining in here. Giving Tonkatsu a fairly strong vehicle center here. Sturmpanzer when they are not getting the Panzerschreck. Panzerfaust off the Stuart. That's something they could force Incuna to go for the Raketenwerfer. I mean, he was going to have to go for that anyways, but I would say it creates greater necessity then for the Raketenwerfer that goes for the Panzerschreck now. There we go. Got the Pathfinder going here for the western fuel point. And the east side there, Tonkatsu was making great progress there as well. I mean, he's just very good at like handling several sides of the map, and he's basically part of this is by just using the vehicles as the main force to pressure with, forcing Incuna to effectively try to pay attention to those, allowing to make easy progress with the infantry on the side. So, thumbs up there to Tonkatsu. That is some excellent tactical handling there. Panzerschreck there is almost done. Pathfinder's in trouble with the flak half track, unleashes a storm of hellfire there. Did I tell it called in here, or was that actually a decoy? No, it was not a decoy actually. Imagine if Incuna thought that was a decoy, he would have been severely punished. But there you go. Stuart's up with several Panzerschreck hits there, punching large big holes into it. Pathfinder squad almost wiped out. If we get a wipe there, that'd be pretty good for Incuna. And there you go, he does get the wipe, almost gets one reactions as well. Suddenly Incuna has definitely got a bit of payback here versus Tonkatsu and the Americans. 4th Armored Division has been bloodied a bit. Trying to bring out the eastern side. Has there been any mines laid down here? Seems like... Oh, he didn't yet try and use this grab point. He could in fact just use raid tactics. He doesn't need to pop the crew out. No mines, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on the Germans. Raketenwerfer have their final way for IncaUna. Still no commander though. The longer this goes on, I mean, it's likely going to be elite armored. He could theoretically be ground offensive. Farsturm seems very unlikely at this point. Tonkatsu flying with the 5th cal here to help deal with those goddamn Krauts. Pushing eastwards here, and the Raketenwerfer is almost done. So there we go. Additional anti-tank support here for IncaUna. M20 going for the Volksgrenadiers. Flak half track arriving, 4 kills. Let's get one lieutenant backing off here. Very sensitive in the west here, moving up. Could deal with the beacon here and deny Tonkatsu some free intelligence. Very good there. Lessons was a Sturmpionier. Stuart, they're good to go. 50 got something up here. Those Sturmpionier will need to retreat. And we've got an M8 as well. Wow, Tonkatsu is going really all in on this light vehicle play. I mean, we got a Stuart, we got a Greyhound, we got an M20 utility car. That is pretty rare, actually. Pretty damn rare. Quite interesting, too. But not a single mine, I think, from the M20. A bit of shame that. But no, he's pushing 40. Big swing here by Tonkatsu, racing straight for Incuna's center. He's definitely not expecting his opponent to go for this many light vehicles. That is just, I mean, practically unheard of for them to just go for this all at the same time. So imagine here, Incuna might in fact been slightly baffled just by Tonkatsu's strategy. But again, it does mean he's really just leveraging what he's currently got going here, keeping up more pressure now, and making it harder for Incuna to like, go for the big attacks with this kind of investment. This is quite interesting. Recon shoots, misses, and may actually force Incuna to go for more Academy efforts to just have a chance against all of this. So definitely an interesting strategic choice here. Although Academy effort misses again. Tonkatsu's vehicles here are incredibly lucky. We've got 50 on the car point here, full attack from several sides. Academy moving up. Sturmpionier fixing up that flak half attack. Needs to get that into action as well here. 50 car pushed off the car pump by the railway, but yeah, there's still so much pressure and there's just so many light vehicles here. Cannon Lancer Grey here on the M20 utility car. Another cannon F is expected to help deal with all these light vehicles. Greyhound charging in, got the cannon there, looking to turn around. We got the Sturmpionier with a Panzerschreck as well. Shoots and misses. What a whiff. Fixing up the M20 while trying to grab the point as well, but the crew's on the wrong side of the M20 to do that. We got 417 to 395. The cannon shoots, misses again. That Stuart is untouchable, it seems. Almost got the Stuart here. This would be pretty big thing. Couldn't get the Stuart knocked out, and the Sturmpionier needs to reload and can't fight and finish it off there. We even got the M20 deploying a smoke screen there. Thumbs up to Tonkatsu. Just absolutely incredible handling here of all of these light vehicles. That's actually really impressive. Because that can actually be really tough to like handle a lot, which is one reason why most players never bowl with like more than one most of the time, or maybe two. But Tonkatsu is like going for all three, and he's just handling it like a champ. That is impressive. Center being secured here. Fixing up the M20 as well. Greyhound. Pushing for the deal again. Incuna definitely needs to take up here as soon as possible. We got paratroopers out here for Tonkatsu, only the double Browning light machine guns. Sturmpionier as the lieutenant here. Black Half-Track, there is also on the scene. The lieutenant definitely takes a punishing volley. In the west, the forces right, here's the catch the drive squad and a 50 cal. Sam explosives and fuel point. Need to get the flak half-tag over there, I think, pretty schnell. Fixing up the studio with the M20 crew as well. Excellent, M20 crew, there we go. Getting Panzerfaust the M20. Yeah, M20. Just so many light vehicles now, it's difficult to keep track of. Paratroopers almost got the light machines ready. We got the flak half-attack moving up. Got the Eastern Victory Point there, being rendered neutral. Paratroopers being hammered. The haystack, that was proving to be a formidable obstacle for the flak shells. And there goes Stuart and Greyhound. They're going for it. The Kevin shoots back though. Greyhound only takes one rocket as the other one basically hits some trash on the ground. That is some terrible accuracy there from the Kevin gunners. Flak after the 7 kills. Close to veteran T. So close. We got 369 versus 392. It's still fairly close in terms of victory points. Again, Tonkatsu just has such a map lead, and he can actually begin taking up now. Incuna, of course, probably wants to start taking up as well soon. Grabbing the Eastern Point there. Of course, got the pack out with you got going now. Here's he crewed it up. And is now bombarding Incuna's forces to get an immediate front. Needs to be got the Sturmpionier versus Stuart. Looks like he actually wiped the 50 cal though. That's pretty good hit for Incuna. That said, yeah, good chance getting up. Now we've got the flak captain getting the forward. That's going to be difficult to get it into his hands anyways. Got the Greyhound rushing on 20 into the Kednev here. Double the Kednev nearby, in fact, pushing it back again. Still no mines at all, is there? Hasn't laid down a single mine with that Greyhound. And I don't think there has been actually. Bit of a disappointment. Bit of a disappointment. Fifth cal, there was the lieutenant hosing him down there with high caliber fire. I kept pursuing the Stuart light tank here. Still no tech for Incuna, but Tonkatsu is in fact now going for the major. Steel Pine is being sought by the Stuart. Close 52 here. And forced retreat here in the center, being bombarded here by both the ground and the pack house. I kept trying to take it out here by shooting through the hedges, but they are proving to be fairly resilient. Another truck there finally got some tech on the way to Incuna and the German army. Greyhound racing right past the Kednevs, of course, also targets them out there as pack houses. The pack houses, again, they're so close to each other. Cluster, or, you know, counters a shot here against the Greyhound. Flak up takes into it, though, but clears out the 50 cal nonetheless. Major out here, and he's actually not far away from a tank as well. I mean, that's really some intense pressure in Incuna here from Tonkatsu. Got the trending hammer with the flak half tech, almost fetching the free. Troops reinforcing healing. Schwerer Panzer calls up the Incuna. Paratroops is in the center. Setting up the Schwer Panzer quarters. Zooming up the eastern side. Vehicles here patrolling around there on the western farm fields under Tonkatsu's command. Boats being bombarded. Swimming up the eastern side, he passed getting here from a number of the Kednevs. They're doing his best to knock it out. Schwerpunkt calls up in the carve point, need to authorize it. At which point he's not far away from a Panther 4 here versus Tonkatsu, who can actually go for Sherman now, but so far hasn't. Another Kednev miss here on the Greyhound. And they miss again. Is he just attacking ground? They're hoping to get lucky. I'm not entirely sure, but oh wait, that is some absurd luck there for Tonkatsu's light vehicles. Ralph Squad's getting absolutely mauled here by the Ken force position against the pack houses, already zoning in on them. Infantry being slaughtered. We got veterans 3 on the flak half track. Grand going forward, M20 flanking from the north here. A devious attack from both sides here by Tonkatsu. Almost got the great M20 this time around. Can he finish it off? No, it once more escapes. Jesus, this is absolutely nerve-wracking. Has got authorized. He can soon go for that Panther, at which point Tonkatsu's light vehicles will struggle, but he's already going for the Sherman. Like, again, despite having invested into so many light vehicles, because he invested into them, we're able to like control the field quite effectively with them. He's effectively been able to delay Incuna's tech into armor fairly well, so that's definitely an interesting point here. Sturmpeony holding up here behind heavy covers, got Stuartman again there. Lieutenant sent packing, 17 kills, half 8 to vets in the 4. Got those paratroopers swinging their guns at those goddamn crowds, and we still don't have a commander chosen here for Incuna. He is still without a plan there, it seems. But at least none that we can see. So yeah, quite an interesting fight so far. Flak after catching the paratroopers in the east. In theory, at least catch him. There you go. Sherman out. Incuna can soon go for that Panther 4 Moliere. At this rate, he would theoretically like even go for a Panther. I mean, his opponent's mostly got light vehicles and single Sherman. There's no anti-tank, no bazookas. A Panther could theoretically be something to consider, though. You know, obviously just going from Panther 4s would also be pretty great. Almost got the crew there wiped before they could pop into the studio. That would have been a pretty great coup there for Incuna versus Tonkatsu. Flak up for Fort's got the Sherman for the Sentinel upgrade yet. We got cluster bombs being unleashed on, I think, the 5th car there. Kevin about. He being caught here by the Greyhound charging. It's on, on the Recon FC and the M2 Marine. The Falcon is just being caught in as well. Oh dear, it's an absolute jackpot here for Tonkatsu. Not only did he catch 2 for the Recon, he managed to take out a retreating Volksgrenadier squad. That is an absolute hammer blow to the solar plexus of IncaUna there. Good God, he's going to need a tank now. That is brutal. Beyond compare. And we got smoke there to allow Tonkatsu now to cease the kidnappers, making it more difficult then for the tank to like make an impact. This is horrifyingly brutal here from Tonkatsu. Really also just punishing Incuna for leaving the Recon members too close to each other like that. I mean, that just really set him up for being cluster bombed. So, I mean, right now, Tonkatsu definitely has got the very long end of the stick. Incuna still has a shot at this, but things just became a lot bloody harder. Let's just put it like that. Fix up the flak half track here. There we go. Panther 4 out. Still no commander. There we go. Going for elite armor fairly late here. Can he use this to turn the tide against Tonkatsu? Who knows? He will need more Panther 4s though, at the same rate that though Tonkatsu just keep pushing more Shermans out. Shoots, misses there. Got the Fulton Lieutenant on the west that needs more support, I think. 270 to 371. Bring out the center, a big push there from Tonkatsu. Again was the move, got the empty fit for taking into them, got the Strumpini moving out. Again, that could catch the Panther doing some nasty things to it. Now gets out of the arc of fire there, Sherman moving forwards here. Lots of bombardments here, Strumpini shoot the Panther trick and they get completely with it. Machine gun there in trouble, got the Panther 4 shooting, misses, Strumpini's being pushed back, enemy Fed 4 being pushed back, Panther 4 there, bubbling up with the advancing Stuart, but misses, is moving there, more troops moving in. More bangs and explosions, got the Sherman up there, flak half taking until they came, got Betsy 4 on it, needs to pop smoke, Stuart bears the Panther 4 here. Eastern point being slowly back, secured there by the German army, almost got the Stuart here, we could get a kill, that would obviously be helpful there for Incuna. Does get it, but not before suffering some damage here. We got like Amber shooting and missing, but still, this is crazy. And he's got the folks catching the Volksgrenadiers catching the major by the eastern fuel point here, forcing retreat there. He is closing on another tank. That's it. Tonkatsu go for another tank. Now he can just go for a tank destroyer here. We shall have to see. But he's charging an M22 fast into the range of multiple Panther first. That set that won't be enough to finish it off here, but if the Fulton can somehow hold up for long enough to go for another Panther first, that could work. Or he could move the Panther 4 maybe to assist, instead ends up retreating. And there you go. Tonkatsu is going for a tank destroyer. Like, good lord. A massive fleet of light vehicles backed up by tanks and tank destroyers. Flak after they're good to go. 17 kills. Ground the western point there.
A capture point is under attack.
Panther pushing out the paratroopers. Pipkin catching the cannon from there, and there you go. Tank destroyer is ready to support his frontline troops. And Incuna's got another Panther on the way. The Panzerkampfwagen Fiasco Yacht. Troops reinforcing.
A capture point is being overrun.
MD 4 setting up. Cover shattered. Troops moving 4720 backing up here. Grain rising in as well there. Panther 4 on the move. There go heat shells punching straight through the ground's arm. There go Panther Force goes off. Not enough to finish it off though. Catching the cannon everything on the west side. We got the machine gun up there alongside the full scrap points here. East side being reclaimed here by Tonkatsu's Lieutenant Dave. And the Sherm strikes in the full gun is 50 cal. Not added there by the way. That's a bit noteworthy. Second Panther 4 right about to hit here for Incuna. And there we go, 2 tanks. That's giving some firepower, but again his opponent's got a tank, so a tank, vehicles, and of course crucially 2 Recon as he got from IncaUna. Adding the Panther Commander to the other Panther 4. So yeah, definitely a bit of a challenge here for Incuna right now how to deal with Tonkatsu, because Tonkatsu is kind of holding a lot of advantages. He's got more or less a full, you know, combined arms suite. He's got multiple light vehicles. He's got plenty of infantry. I mean, he's just not short on anything. Panther 4's on the move once more. Like, Incuna needs to find some sort of weak spot here in Tonkatsu's lines, like quickly overwhelm him, then, you know, slowly whittle him down. But so far, that is not quite going anywhere for Incuna if he's even, like, considering about that. Decent Panther strike hit there. There's going to need a lot more Panther strike hits to take out that Sherman. Panther 4 round there with heat shields. They've got double heat shields. Almost got the Sherman here. If he can finish off, that would obviously be pretty good here for him. And got it! That's definitely a small win here for Incuna. Obviously still needs to destroy a lot more. And Tonkatsu can correct. Oh dear, the Panther 4 does the whirly-burly. And blitzkrieging, but looks like he narrowly gets out. That was really close. That was really awful as well. That as you see there, like I've happened to my times well, like just for some reason the tank would just start turning on the spot. For whatever reasons, they were like just getting the hell out of there. Bloody miserable. East side there's a couple of the light vehicles, though we got one more damage in here on the M20. Incuna's time to run up infantry. Has he laid down any mines? Oh, we do actually have a mine here. That's nice. There you go, almost got the other Jackson, but there's still looking rough here. Panther 4 racing in here. Could have a chance of taking out that opposite hill. There we go. Heat shell, almost got it. Lost the MD for the flat calf check. Ace level. Almost taking out that ground. There you go. Finally got it. There's several losses now here against Tonkatsu as Incuna strikes back for Deutschland. Holy smokes. That really took out some teeth there. We got a show on the way there though for Tonkatsu. In the west side we got machine wing about here. Though Incuna still needs to make up for a lot of his losses and needs to fix up that Panther 4 Schnell. So we got 160 versus 363. 50 cal caught by the American 50 cal. 20 in need of some repairs here. You could also like consider shifting out the crews here between the Jackson and the M20, honestly. I don't think that'd be a bad idea there at all for Tonkatsu. I think that'd be a pretty great idea.
A capture point is under attack.
Sherman almost done. Artillery call in the center to keep the Germans off the point. Black Hawk in the east there.
Tank support is here.
There we go. Sherman ready here for Tonkatsu once more. Incuna's actually closing in on the third Panther 4 here. Salvaging. Not a bad idea, honestly. But if we get to close to another tank, as I would say. Meanwhile, Western fuel being seized there by Tonkatsu striking at the resources. Fixing up that M20 now. Sherman the move. Packard's holding back here. 7 kills off 8 to virtually 3. And the ace level. There you go. Flanking the 5th cal. We've got the M20 on the flank here. Oh, he actually has switched out crews. They almost got now a virtually 2 Jackson thanks to that. So thumbs up there to Tonkatsu. Make use of that little bit there. Panther 4 on the west dealing with the Bravo squad on the western victory fuel point. We got 143 versus 363.
Armor here.
Fixing up the Sherman. Panther 4 there, half A to virtually 2. Forcing healing, and or 50 cal dealing with the advancing paratrooper lieutenant. Still hasn't grabbed the eastern victory point, by the way. That seems a bit interesting. Got the trench rushing forward, so straight to the flak half track. Got the Jackson moving in as well, and that's definitely not going to be something the flak half track can deal with. He's going to eat the Panther Force on that, and that one's being repaired now. The other one is. If you're actually able to react to it, deal with it. Bit of a tight spot here for Incuna versus Chief Tonkatsu still. Heading for that west of the fuel point, but he still needs to consider some victory points because he is running out of victory points at a fairly accelerated pace here versus the Americans.
Armor ready.
Incuna committing to more Panzer Force here. Mehr Panzerwaffe. And 3 Panther Force will certainly be quite a force of which if you can, you know, leverage correctly could become a problem there for Chief Tonkatsu. Particularly like you see the, you know, pop heat shells and blitzkrieg or combat blitz at the right time. They could actually give Chief Tonkatsu a really hard time of it. But that does require pulls it off. Paratrooper turning catching the folks on the west. That is a quick retreat there as the folks companies are absolutely outgunned. Needs to have got Jackson pushing. That's definitely a bad move here by Chief Tonkatsu. Great killer for Incuna. Easy at that fact. That was a rather big waste of a tank destroy on its veteran crew. And there you go, 3rd Panzer Force. Ready still need to fix up the other ones, but I think there's a chance of making a pretty good break for assault against Chief Tonkatsu, possibly breaking him. In particular, were to like flank the Panzer Force from the right angle, again combined with the combat blitz and the heat shields, he could do a lot of damage. That said, Nifikav doesn't throw away his flak half track here. Yup, that's just happened. Bad call, I think. They're being rushing in the Panther Force, the others moving in there. But possibly take out those Recon, where they're calling maybe artillery on them. There you go. Good push here by the Panther Force. A full-on break for assault here. 9th Panzer Division slicing through the lines of the 4th Armored Division. 2nd Company is crumpling like a poorly made cake. Storm Ponies push back as they caught by the 5th Cal still. That was a brutal assault here. Tearing through here, Chief Tonkatsu. Wiping out the artillery. Getting some kills in here. Not causing any massive losses yet at least, but definitely getting some damage in. Got the paratroopers flanking up here. Amilly Fields around. Need to get the armors back in center. I think he's raising into the base here. Need to be careful that doesn't losing anything to the Recon now first. Careful there. Careful. Incuna. Forsick. Damage into the virtually free Panther Force. Need to get out of there. Schnell. Paratroop squad, they're being pushed back. Might actually push his lucky to survive the Panther Force, unfortunately. Don't think it was worth wasting a, you know, about to veteran 3 Panther 4 like that, and of course risk losing a veteran 3. He's got veteran 4 now, but now he lost an all his veteran Panther 4 there. And I particularly think that he had the Sherman knocked out. There was no necessary bit there for the Panther 4 to poke its nose into the base there. That was a really bad call there by Incuna, I think. Need to fix up his Panther 4 swiftly using emergency repairs could be an idea here, and he needs more infantry though. That's actually one critical element right now. He is super short on infantry, and he didn't get that pack out there though, so need to pull that one back a bit, use the emergency repairs and just get things going. Jackson almost done there for Chief Tonkatsu. 4th Armour though has been able to rebound pretty quickly due to again Incuna throwing away that Panther 4, not I think quite exploiting the opportunity quite well enough. Jackson almost done there, great hand, the Lieutenant almost taking him out. Swinging westwards. We got 65 between 61 here. Incuna's hanging in the balance, but he has at least bought himself some time, and there you go. Chief Tonkatsu with the M36 Jackson tank destroyer. M20 rushing forwards there. Panther was the rifle squad in the east. Almost got it there. Panther 4 with a damaged engine. Racing 14 now. Incuna's armor's caught in a pretty disabled spot there. Again, you should like pull them back and just use the emergency repairs like to get things going faster there. Definitely, again, I think I'd say another misstep here by Incuna. He's probably under a lot of pressure right now, and Tonkatsu is just very unrelenting. Like, he is not losing any momentum here versus Incuna. He's not slowing down and giving Incuna the time he probably wants to, like, you know, catch a bit of breath there, which is obviously what you want to be doing. You want to make sure your opponent does not have time to recover. He actually got a second Sturm Pioneer squad, probably to help repair his stuff there. I'm surprised he's still not using emergency repairs. It is a fairly well-costed ability to get your stuff repaired fairly well, but you know, more Sturm Pioneers, not a bad idea. That certainly also helps. Plus, you can equip them with Panzer Strakes from mine to tank as weapons, so there's that. But yeah, no emergency repairs whatsoever from Incuna. Fifth covers the paratroopers, but they're gonna get grenaded. Go suppressed. East side there, we got the Amilly Fields was the major there. Second Sturm Pioneer squad ready. Guess he's not paying attention. There we go. So we got 58 versus 355. Incuna's holding on for dear life, but he's definitely in a tight position. Is he laying down more mines here? Or is it just me? I guess that's just me. There's two mines actually here in the east. He's definitely concerned about a flank from the eastern side. And I'm definitely thinking, like, if he does push, then he's going to obviously risk losing a tank. I mean, no one expects the M6 anti-tank mines because pretty much no one ever puts them down. Coming up there, right in front of the Recon here, which could definitely get a good hit. There we go. Oh, bounces. Lucky there for Incuna. Very lucky. Of course, being hammered in the fifth cover, get a bun and gun it off, but they're going to have to treat. Here's the pack out as joints into the concerto of death there. Panther on the move. Oh, scheisse. Need to treat those. Down to one man. Panther goes for it. And there you go. Tret blown. Tank immobilized and is now an easy target for Tonkatsu to deal with. A huge blow here to Incuna. You got the Sturm from attacking up the other Panther running straight to the Recon for here. Panther's about to get knocked out. Panther racing forwards here. Heat shells. Sturm Pines pulling up here. About to lose that Panther forward thing. Panther, though immobilized, still doing what he can. Panther gets away here. Holy hell. Sturm Pioneer pushing ahead. Your pack cards and bar the Panther thing, trying to take it out. And there we go. Takes it out with a shot right through the roof. Double Panther. They're doing a huge amount of damage here to the Recon, or the Jackson. Paratroopers are pressed here. Rather expensive assault here. Think could go for another Panther. Full screen pushing up. Grabbing back like Recon. We'll try and grab the other fifth color. Turn that against Tonkatsu as well. Though he's a bit shot in to do that. We got the infantry up here behind the wreckage of the burning Panzer IV there. Going here for the fifth cal. And a Sherman ready for Tonkatsu. It's so rare to see actually, like, you know, these mines that can mobilize, do anything, even if they get used. So, yeah, nice to see that. And highlights just how useful they can be. Panther almost done. Well, at least it's on the way. He still needs to get it out there, and of course needs to get the other one fixed up. Again, having two Sturm Pioneer squads. He finally also uses emergency repairs. Took him long enough. Got 54 versus 330 here. Looking pretty grim here for Incuna now versus Tonkatsu. Pretty damn grim. Anything about here? And more mines. He seems interesting only mining in that particular spot, it seems. But, I mean, if it worked once, why not work twice? Oh dear, almost got caught here. Good hit by the Panther falling into the infantry. 13 kills. Got 49 points left here. Jackson going for the Panther 4 gets a great hit there. Troop being mauled as they push up the centre there. Paratroop was caught in a storm of fire. Second Panther 4 Lieutenant. Panther 4 the gaining veteran 4. We've got the Jackson still keeping the pursuit. He's about to lose his Panther 4. Common Blitz to get out of there. Machine guns moving up, pushing through the centre. Also squad dispatched to the west to deal with stuff there. Other Panther 4 may want to get moving here soon. Sherman dealing with the advancing troops there. And 20 still added, by the way. I mean, AM-20's been like alive for an incredible amount of time. Arguably not the same crew, but you get the idea.
Continue the push. They have 25 points left.
Jackson, they're taking a hit. Getting great hit on the Panther 40. She's down to half health. We got 24s of 3 and 27. And we got the veteran 4 Panther 4 good to go once more for Incuna for the 9th Panzer Division. The dritte Panzergrenadierkompanie holding on in the face of the 4th Armored Division. They're fairly narrowly, and he's laying down more mines. No, he decides not to. At least not there. Panther 4 shoots, misses. Great from the Jackson, that punch straight for the Panther 4's armor. Panther 4 shoots. Sturmpionier charging down the center here. Jackson moving up on the flank here. Both Panther 4's heavily damaged. Got to according to further disrupt here. Incuna's offensive act is cluster bombs. Oh dear, further casualties. Once more, the cluster bombs just proved to be an absolute monstrously powerful ability. Just shearing its way for Incuna center here once more. In the west, a huge force being up here, catching the Falcon is completely off guard and completely cut off, effectively. We got 24 to an 85th. I think at this point, Incuna is in a really bad place. And I'm not talking Stalingrad. Panther 4 moving eastwards here. Panther 4, they're taking a ton of damage. Pushing forward to Deutschland, there we go. Panther 4 knocked out. Finally got the M20. Artillery called in like heading there first, forcing a retreat here immediately from Chiefs Tonkatsu. We got 24 versus 278. Raid tactic used to quickly grab points here, allows his vehicles and tanks to do it. Thumbs up to Chiefs Tonkatsu using that ability, by the way. Panther 4's about to get knocked out. It's a complete mess here. We got 23 versus 278. Almost got the Eastern victory point. And the center troops getting suppressed with the 5th cal at fairly close range. Can he pin them down before it gets to happen? No, doesn't get it pinned down. Still 18 points left. 16. Folks is pinned down. Unable to move. And there you go. The Panther 4 is out, leaving Incuna with no tanks now.
They only have 10 points.
10 points left. But next, nothing else. There we go. Incuna surrenders. Loss here for the German army. Victory for America, freedom, democracy. A brutal battle here on Amilly Fields. See a lot of action there, a lot of interesting stuff. Use the raid tactics, also the anti-tank mines. That definitely proved to be helpful there. In the end, though, it's probably that cluster bomb that utterly punished Incuna bunching out the so much. Really proved to be one of the pivotal moments here. And Incuna, I think, just struggled to really get back into the match after that one there. But also just really interesting and fairly effective use, just a heavy light vehicle build here by Chiefs Tonkatsu. So hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.